On their end, the Soviets establish a new record. Titov successfully makes 17 revolutions around the Earth in 25 hours and 18 minutes. He's gone 703,150 kilometers aboard Vostok 2. Behind the successes in the space race lies the hope of one day communicating with an extraterrestrial life form. On February 20th, 1962, John Glenn became the first American to orbit the Earth. He makes 3 revolutions in 4 hours and 55 minutes. But the Soviets go even further. They want to send up 2 manned spacecraft and have them approach each other as close as possible. Nikolaev and Popovich are the 2 astronauts chosen for the mission. From the 12th to the 15th of August, the 2 astronauts circle the Earth aboard Vostok 3 and 4, coming within 6.5 kilometers of each other. It's also the first flight to be televised from on board a spacecraft. The first practical application from space that would be used on Earth was the transmission of communication from one point on the globe to another. During this time, the pace of the astronauts' training and trial launches accelerated dramatically. The placing of satellites in orbit offered innumerable opportunities in many different fields: meteorology, military espionage, and air traffic control or naval communications. They also offered the possibility of sending telephone and telegraph signals, as well as radio or television signals that could be received instantaneously anywhere on Earth. After each mission, the astronauts received a hero's welcome. The 20th century had found a new generation of pioneers. In June of 1963, the Soviets launched another pair of rockets with their separate astronauts. This time, one was a woman, the first to go into space. Valentina Tereshkova successfully completed 48 revolutions around the Earth. Her compatriot, Nikoski, 81. Meanwhile, in the United States, a lunar mission was being prepared. They sent the capsule Ranger 7 to take close-up photographs of the lunar surface. Ranger crashed, but 4,000 photos had already been transmitted back to NASA, allowing a future landing site to be chosen. August 19, 1964, marked a first in telecommunication history. The American satellite SYNCOM-3 transmitted the Olympic Games from Tokyo. Two months later, 3 astronauts were sent up in the same space capsule. It was another first for the Soviet trio of Komarov, Kokistov, and Yegorov. They performed some of the first experiments in space. Man was now ready to venture outside the capsule. In March of 1965, the Soviet Leonov was the first astronaut to walk in space. His venture outside the capsule